Have you visited downtown's Linear Park lately? This walking trail that runs along Cross Creek has recently experienced big changes as it nears completion of Phase 4 construction. We met with the president of the Linear Park Association, Harry Shaw, to discuss the exciting changes to the park and its planned future development.
Well, we're standing beside historical Cross Creek, which runs through downtown Fayetteville all the way to the Cape Fear River, and it's been the dream of people in Fayetteville for years, probably hundreds of years actually, but just really for the last 50 years or so, to have a path alongside the creek. And we worked on that for years, and finally about 10 years ago, a few of us got together and we decided we might try to do it. And so we did, and we've begun this Linear Park. We've been working on it about 8 years, and we hope to finish it in 10 years. So in 2014, we should be finished, and we'll be dedicating this portion of the park, which goes from Lehman Street, which is as it runs parallel to Grove Street, all the way down to the dog park, which is on the 301, over 301 I-95 bypass, just across from the Cape Fear Botanical Garden. And there it will link into the river trail, which will go all the way up to Methodist College. So those who want to can get on at Methodist College or get on at Festival Park and walk the whole distance. A couple of years ago, a tree fell on the Riverwalk, and it fell on a bridge that was 100 feet, a little over 100 feet long, and damaged it to such an extent they had to replace it. Well, we were fortunate to hear about that, and the corporation bought what was left of this damaged bridge. Fortunately, half the bridge wasn't damaged at all. So we took that half of the bridge, which was about 50 feet long, and placed it right behind where I am. And it just worked out beautifully, and it saved us a lot of money. Incidentally, speaking of money, most of the money that's been used on this park has been raised from people just like you and me. And that makes it sort of nice, because this is a people's park. It doesn't belong to the city, except the city agreed to maintain it, and it belongs to us. We think that this piece of property is probably one of the most attractive and certainly the most scenic areas in Cumberland County along this creek. And we are not the only ones who thought that. William Bartram, the noted botanist, walked this trail where we are right now in the 1770s, and he wrote about it. He liked it so much. And we have built these overlooks where on what we think are the most scenic places. There's one that I'm looking at right now, which is in front of me, that is built like a crescent moon, for instance, and it's right in the bend of the creek. And it's one that's, if you didn't come to see anything else, that you should come to see that, because it is really a spectacular view. This creek has been a dream. And the interesting thing is it's not my dream, it's everybody's dream. And the biggest supporters are the people of this community. And the next biggest supporters are the people who work for us, the people who work for the city. We couldn't have done it, of course, without their help, their cooperation. The land we're standing on right now, we didn't have to buy, because it was owned by the city, as most of this land from here to the river is. So without their help and their cooperation and their endorsement and their enthusiasm, we couldn't have done it. The city council, even the county commissioners, our mayor, particularly our administration, our city administration, Parks and Recreation Committee, and the Parks and Recreation Department. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible. And when I'm gone, I hope people will step in and continue it and make sure it's always here for the people and is always maintained as it should be.